Yo, what's up? We're gonna start doing a vlog once a week. I get asked a lot of times, like, what does a day look like for me every day? We're doing a weekly vlog where we're gonna have a look at what things are like on the inside of SoulGuard, and it's not just selling suitcases. We've got a purpose. Every item we sell, we pull 5 pounds of plastic out of the ocean, and so we're working to find ways of how we can maximize that impact. So part of what we're gonna talk about over the next coming weeks, and something that's gonna start to come out over the next month or so, is we're building a team, an amazing team of people that want to work towards making the world a better place. These are influencers, entrepreneurs, people from all sorts of different walks of life, and we're gonna focus on one single mission. So currently there's about 17 billion pounds of plastic that gets its way into the ocean every year. And most of that comes from 10 rivers, and half of that comes from just one river. So we're gonna target that river, and that's gonna be the first goal of this team. We can't announce what the team's name is or any of that yet, but that's coming soon. We should be able to tell you within about a month. I'm super excited about that. With tackling plastic, you're not touching anything politically. You're not talking about like this idea of climate change. It's like, look, there's garbage on the beach. Let's clean that up. It's really easy for people to grasp. You're not sort of touching on any like bigger sensitive topics there. Everyone kind of agrees, clean up plastic. So that's kind of what I thought this could be a first point for us to kind of work towards.
That's true. Any solution that's presented. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where like this is like the first step. And then as we get this team together and we can be successful on the first one, then we can go into the next and the next and the next. Mm-hmm. But like, this is a big project on its own. So let's keep the focus on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, once I finish getting this stuff over, I've got a meeting with an investment group. I've got a call with AJ about this thing that we're developing, just kind of wanting to get his feedback on how we should position that, how that needs to get done. But yeah, I can't show much of the investor meetings. That's kind of private, confidential stuff. And then we've got a party tonight. So we're moved into this office. We're still have a few boxes, a bit of mess around, but we're getting it together. So we want to have some friends of the brand come by. So we've got some influencers, some like interested investor groups. Honestly, like so much of running a startup is just making sure you don't run out of money all the time. So having investors on the sidelines, whether or not you need them, is kind of a good option, just to make sure that if you come into dry times, that there are some options. I'm running this business in a way where we're trying to keep as much control as possible, not having investors too much from the outset, which I think is super cool, because that way in 10 years we don't have to sell the company if we don't have to. It's kind of like our choice of how we want to run it. So. Cool. So we've got like 10 people on board so far that are like keen to push this. The whole concept behind it is there's the Yangtze River in China is third largest river in the world, and it's one of the worst plastic polluting. Well, it's the worst plastic polluting river by a long shot. And so there's a major opportunity there for stopping ocean plastic by cutting ocean plastic in half in kind of one fell swoop. So the thought is that we can. The thought is that we can cut ocean plastic in half in one fell swoop. So by trying to build a team and a group of people to put pressure on, big corporations, also the Chinese government, just kind of raising awareness for this one thing, I think that it's something we can actually do quite quickly. You probably saw China built a hospital in 6 days for the coronavirus.
Yes.
And sort of that kind of added some fuel to my mind of like, this is an emergency that's killing millions of fish every day, and like those fish are what people need to survive on. So it's like, actually, this is also an emergency. So if we can actually put the same kind of pressure on it, instead of trying to have a 3, 4, 5 year outlook on it, I think we can push it to be something we can take action on pretty quickly. Yeah.
Right.
Just whatever's going on. So it's going to be some of this, some of me talking to the camera, just some of what's going on at the company. A lot of people are asking, what we're up to on a daily basis, and Austin is making sure that we document as much of it as possible and get it all together. So excited to bring that. as we bring things out, please tell us your comments, tell us what you want to see, what you want to know more about, because that's really the key thing. We're doing this for you, not for me. So want to know what you guys want to know, and we'll share with you the journey.